On the World Cup level, I took few podiums, and last year I managed to make my dream come true, and I was third in super final, and in 2013 I was actually world champion. And I was one of the first girls flying in Poland, and we were two for a while, but I think now I'm alone, and it's quite sad because it's very man-dominated sport, and it's a shame because it's a beautiful sport for any sex or gender.
Can we start?
Sure.
What is your name?
My name is Klaudia Bulgakow. I'm from Poland, and I fly for 20 years now.
For how long have you been competing?
I'm competing for 19 years, and in World Cup for 14 years. Well, I'm competing for many years, and I have some good results. I'm a Polish champion since 2011 with 1 year of break, I think, because I was injured. And yeah, on the World Cup level, I took few podiums, and last year I managed to make my dream come true, and I was third in super final, and in 2013 I was actually world champion. So yeah, I'm very satisfied with my career, for sure.
And how is the flying in Brazil?
Well, this is my first time I am in Pacos de Caldas. I have never been to this part of Brazil for flying. I usually used to go to Valadares, Baixo Guandu and Castelo and Alfredo Chaves, and I flew a little bit that area and I love it. It's definitely one of my favorite places in the world to be and fly. Of course, for the people, and you know, like, the flying is amazing, and on top of that, there are amazing people around, so it's very big heart. So I love to come to Brazil, and here I'm first time, and the weather conditions were definitely super difficult because of the wind and, you know, too many cold fronts passing. So I cannot say that I discovered this place really, and I hope to discover it more next week during the World Cup in Pico do Gavão.
And how is your flying back home? Like what are the main differences comparing to southeast of Brazil?
I don't know Andradas yet, so I definitely hear the difference is that the base ground is volcanic stone, so it gives a very specific thermal type, which is more punchy and more like I wouldn't say turbulent, but it gives this weird move of the air. And I know this from La Reunion, is island, it's between Madagascar and Mauritius.
Nice.
So when I start to fly here, I felt like, oh, I'm back to La Reunion, because I need to refresh all that knowledge I got there. And here is this hilly land, and a lot of wind make me a little bit stressed flying, because being in the air it's okay, but to go to land, if you need, is you have to take care for the power lines and lee sides, and I don't have it in flatland in Poland, because there is everything like flat, like totally flat where I live.
Do you practice cross country?
Yes, I do, but not much in Poland anymore. It's too complicated. The towing spots are not operating during the week, so usually the weather is good during the week and you cannot tow, or there is some airspace active and it's super complicated, and I like to be free to fly when I want. That's why I've moved for spring-summer season to Alps, and I train in the mountains.
Is that the best place?
Well, Alps is huge. So definitely you will find a lot of beautiful places to fly there and most amazing landscapes. Of course, it's very demanding. You need a lot of knowledge to be safe and a lot of skills. Good choice of the wing, you fly certain places. Well, when you fly flatland, the only kind of risk I would say is to land behind the tree line or house. Even if it's super windy, you are usually high above terrain and you have no obstacles around you. So if it's very strong, you can have dust devils in some parts of Europe and the world. So this is what you need to take care about. When you fly in the mountains, there is so many factors playing together, like valley winds, like lee sides of a mountain. You have to understand where to go to find the climb and still be safe, not put yourself into some lee side or rotor or whatever. And it's more turbulent, definitely.
How are the women in the sport? Like, are there many women practicing, or because like I see here the majority are men,
guys,
right?
Yes. Well, I fly for 20 years and I was one of the first girls flying in Poland and third competing or second competing and second girl on national team, and I'm still on national team.
Great.
And right now we were two for a while, but I think now I'm alone, and it's quite sad because it's very man-dominated sport, and it's a shame because it's a beautiful sport for any sex or gender, and I don't understand this yet. I'm still trying to figure out why there are so many girls doing parachuting and kite surfing, and there are not many girls doing paragliding.
And it's interesting because paragliding is a sport like which there is not much difference between, like, it's more like mental, right?
Yeah, definitely. I believe that the biggest difference what we have in paragliding between men and women when we fly is our reaction to dangerous situation or the patience. So women are more patient. So we usually win the most patient task, and guys are usually performing better on the more stronger turbulent task. But that's it. I mean, there are small guys having same problems like I do. I need to carry a lot of ballast. And there are big women and big guys who don't have these problems. Okay. I would love to have more girls flying. It was so much fun during the World Championship now. We were 20 and the dynamic at the takeoff is changing. Guys are behaving different. It's fun. It's more fun.
Which wing are you using to fly?
I am flying with Enzo 3.
Almost everybody chooses Enzo, not like Boomerang or any other.
It's very, I think it's kind of question of personal preferences, I guess. For past few years, Ozon managed to estimate the position as having a good wing with good stability, performance, balance, which give you quite high level of comfort and still a lot of performance. I have never flown the other wings, so I can't tell from my own experience, but I've heard that some other brands are a little bit more demanding, a little bit more moving, so it gives you a little bit more stress when you're flying.
Got it.
Yeah.
Last question. How do you prepare yourself for high-level competition, like physically and mentally?
Yeah. Well, I'm a lucky person because I am professional athlete, so I have a lot of free time. I don't work normally like normal people, so I do some physical preparation like running, gym, biking, hiking, hike and fly. I like to be just outdoors and do a lot of stuff. I'm as well a ski instructor, so all winter I'm on the slope.
Awesome.
And the other part is for sure my mental training. So I usually prepare my head for certain situations, and I do some visualizations work and fly a lot. I mean, I think this is very important. And nowadays, if you only fly cross country, it's not enough. A lot of top pilots are doing acro, are flying acro, doing a lot of SIVs, because you need to know how to control your glider. You have to understand how it works to perform good.
Any other comment would you like to make about, I don't know, championship?
this competition was meant to be 7 days, and we flew only 3 valid tasks because of the cold fronts passing all the time, giving us a lot of rain and bad weather, what affects a lot our flying. And with only 3 tasks is already not so bad, but it's not amazing. If we would fly 7 days, it shows more who is really the best pilot. If you have 2-3 days, somebody can have a little bit worse day, and for sure it's affecting the scores. On top of that, we have the discard system, so 25% will be discarded of this competition, and that's a little bit complicated to explain now, but definitely this is like helping erase the mislag days, and the fight is till the end, so we actually don't know till the end who will be a real winner, and that adds a little bit of this drive, you know, this feeling of exciting
in this sport.
I believe, like people say, the best pilots have always luck. And I believe differently. The best pilots are the best trained pilots, so their brain is trained to absorb a lot of more information and filter more efficiently and faster, so the possibilities are around you.
They put themselves in the right place, so
yeah,
sometimes it's called lucky, right?
Yeah, and you call it, like those guys who don't understand what's happening call it lucky, but for me it's just like you see all this information, your brain is filtering out few, choosing the one and go, and we make a very fast decision, and it's usually the right one.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. I think they're calling to get the track.
I have it.
Oh, you already have it. Oh, pretty quick. Any other comment?
Well, for sure it's amazing to be able to live this lifestyle thanks to my sponsors, and to actually fly safe as well, because I get a lot of training, and thanks to this beautiful town. I'm first time in Pocos de Caldas, and it's really so amazing town to be. People are so polite and so kind.
Nice.
And I enjoy it a lot. For me this is so much different Brazil than from that what I've learned before. A big pleasure to be here and experience.
Sure. Have you been in Sertão?
No.
No? Would you like to try flying there? I've heard quite strong, right?
I never heard about this place. Quixadá.
Yes.
No, I don't like wind. This is my struggle here. It's so much wind. No, I'm not. I like flying cross country, but I don't like to be scared about going to land backwards, and it's not my piece of cake.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can I get this? Yeah.